Hello guys, this is Mr. Vitz and this time I bring to you Conte Chelsea tactic for Football Manager 17. So guys, this time I'm here to recreate Conte's Chelsea tactic. It's a 3-4-3 with 3 central defenders, 2 wing backs, 2 midfielders, 2 wingers and 1 striker. First of all, I'm going to show you my team instructions for this tactic. So our mentality is going to be control. We want our team to attack, but Conte is Italian, so he wants his team always to be balanced during the different situations, the different moments of the game. Well, a 3-4-3 it's a very difficult tactic to work, so we need to play with a fluid team shape because our players are expected to contribute to many phases of the game. Conte uses a higher tempo, so your players will use the intensity of their approach to unsettle the opposition. I use a fairly narrow width because our wingers are inside forwards, so they will cut inside and most of the times exploit the middle of the pitch. They are not expected to play as pure wingers. A normal defensive line according to the match situation as well. Closing down more, don't use much more because Conte wants his team to be balanced while they are defending. He doesn't want them to press like crazy people. He wants his team to be disciplined as well, so don't use much more, just use more. Prevent short goalkeeper distribution. We are playing with Diego Costa and he's going to be a defensive forward and use tighter marking, also very important. In terms of build-up, player of defense, we are playing with 3 central defenders, so we need them to start creating our game. I use a mixed passing style. Conte wants quick transitions from the back to the front, but Chelsea is also capable of some short passing style to control the game. Be more disciplined. In spite of playing with a fluid team shape, Chelsea is a disciplined team. And in terms of attacking, I use look for overlap. So your wing backs will work as overlapping players, supporting our inside forwards, and I also use work ball into box. And finally, I use mixed crosses. Because we are playing with Diego Costa as a defending forward, but he's a complete forward as well, so mixed crosses is the best option here. Now I'm going to be a little bit more specific. As you can see, I use a normal goalkeeper, 2 ball playing defenders, as you can see, and a ball playing defender stopping. This one is stopping. It's where David Luiz plays most of the times, playing higher on the pitch and working sometimes as a defensive midfielder. Conte uses Azpilicueta as a central defender, as a right central defender, but on Football Manager I recommend to you guys to use a pure central defender. I don't recommend you to use Azpilicueta as a central defender like Conte does on real life. And as you can see, I ask my defenders to close down less because I don't want them to run from their position. I want them to hold back and to hold their position. We use 2 wing backs attacking, Moses and Alonso. They will create many chances to your team, many chances, and they will also be able to score some goals. On the midfield, I use a deep line playmaker holding his position, as you can see, Fabregas or Matic, and Conte, our box-to-box midfielder, roaming from his position and moving into channels as well. And here we have Hazard and Pedro, and they are playing as inside forwards with freedom to roam from their positions. And finally we have Diego playing as a defensive forward, pressing a lot, and playing aggressive. I don't like the guy honestly in terms of person, but I need to admit that he works a lot, and it's very important for Chelsea to have a player like this, a forward like this. And finally guys, I'm going to show you some defensive and offensive movements using this tactic. I've tested it on Chelsea and on Leeds United, and you will understand a little bit better how does the tactic work. So these offensive and defensive moments that you have just seen were tested on Leeds United and Chelsea FC, as I said before. As you could see, the team is always defending as a 5-4-1 and attacking quickly, trying to find the goal as fast as they can and exploiting the space on the pitch. And that's it guys. Don't forget that any tactic in the world that you might use, sometimes you need to do some tweaks, because it always depends on the tactic that you are using, and of course it always depends on your squad, on your players. And that's it. I hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to like and to subscribe for more if you did. And see you next time.